All right. Hello and welcome, everyone. This is Jackie Geisinger, your Regional Leadership Development Director for the Amber region for General Market Team USA. I want to say thank you for being here tonight. This is our first of 3 Zoominars about Jafrabiz. And I'm most excited to kick us into what's coming in February. And so I've got a couple of great trainers today. I'll give you the next dates and times this week as well, that we have the next Zoominars coming up for our market. These are the 3 live ones. You will also be able to go in and watch all the modules. There's 15 modules that are about 2 to 3 minutes each. Your trainers are going to talk about that. Your role, if you're a leader or you've sponsored people, is to make sure your team is on board and knowing about this. So we've done all we can from our backside. We also have continued and recorded webinars that our wonderful training department is bringing to you as well at Jafra Be Beautiful. Jafraroyalty.com, go into Be Beautiful. We've done a couple of them already this month. But we want everybody ready and on board, because when we kick this off the first week of February, we do not have the date yet, but we will get you the date. They will be, they're finishing a testing program, and by the end of this week, we hopefully will have the communication when the system transformation kicks into gear. That being said, we will not be able to be taking 60,000 consultant calls saying, what happened? I didn't know. So please, please, as a leader, as a consultant with the team, reach your team, let them know this is where phone trees, text trees, your Facebook groups, your WhatsApp groups, it's time to say, join one of these webinars this week and make sure, again, they've watched the modules and they're ready to go when we're ready to go. There's a couple other things I want to share before we kick into the actual training. So again, what's going to happen in the transitional phase of the transformation? Once that kicks on and into gear, neither system will be working, the old nor the new. So I want you all to get your team ready for business. That means we could have up to 5 days. We have no orders and no contracts, can't phone them in, you cannot place it online, you can't. No option. It's the only way we can transition to the transformation, okay? So again, once we announce the date, please be prepared that you're gonna have about 5 days, that potentially up to 5 days, no business. That doesn't mean we're not working. So this is a really fun time to maybe, as a leader, future leader, to have some contests for your team that we're just gonna do old-fashioned fun. Have some parties set up, some facials for the team to come together. You can do some Zoom training, maybe do our lovely sheet that we've got with the IPAs of the week, maybe have an IPA contest. Leaders, I just posted that again on WhatsApp. So that's that income producing activities, the fun thing we've been posting on Facebook. So make sure once we know that, we've got activities to keep business going. A second piece to that is FYI, that if you're going to be pushing Valentine's Day sales, get a step ahead of that. Because again, we will have 5 days. There's nothing that we're able to do to move us into the transformation. So while Jafra's transforming our computer, we're going to be transforming faces and lives by sponsoring and sharing product, okay? So get yourself ready for that. Have some fun with your team. Brainstorm. Maybe you can do Paint It Purple for a few days. Have a lot of fun with that, okay? So this is a great opportunity for us to get ready for the whole new system. So that's part 1. Let me just get to a couple of the things that I wanted to top note. Also as well, you're going to hear this in the training, but I'm going to give you the most important things again in the beginning piece here. That is that we need our consultants, since you're calling, since you're following up, make sure your consultants all have a valid email of their own. So we've been talking about this for a while, but it's really critical for updated information. And as we get ready, since they're there updating, make sure they also have a cell phone number attached to their account now. They need to make sure they've got cell phone and their own valid email address, okay? If they don't have one, help them quickly create one. These are a couple of things that are really key to the kickoff because this whole new system has a whole new communication channel. So leaders, you have less work communicating, and Jafra's doing all the work for you by email, texting, all sorts of different forms of communication will come with the new system. So we're very, very, very excited about that. So I also, before I roll over and I go give my Zoom guy a call, I just want to also do a quick comment that as we go now, we're going to get started. But what I want you to do is please get a notebook, and any questions you have, write them down, as Lori said earlier. Anytime you've got a comment or question, put it in the chat box. I'll be working with that as we get ready for, or as the trainers continue. And we'll come back and do some pause moments for you. We are recording this. We'll launch a recording of this next week, but we're going to stay to the live segments this week only and not post these recordings. We want people live so they get those Q&A. So that being said, we will also be back here on Wednesday at the same place. And we will be here at 8 a.m. to 10 a.m. Pacific for those who can do the mornings. That's Wednesday the 24th. We'll be back again on the 26th. That's this Friday from noon to 2 Pacific time. So that, again, those who maybe can take a lunch and learn period of time, we've got that for them. So we've tried to hit the 3 different times of the day. Again, if they missed it, we will record it. We will be doing an additional at the very end. I'm going to review the Miami trip, and then I will stay on after I review what it is and give some tips and best practices on how to earn Miami starting right now because it's 2 for 1 month. So stay tuned after for Miami Moving Coaching on every single webinar with as much time as we have remaining, okay? And we'll record those as well and give us all a little bit of a boost to coaching. So that's all I've got. Lori, I'm going to have you and Evelyn, Miss Evelyn, there she is. So I'm going to introduce you to tonight's trainers. Very, very excited to have them with us tonight. I know they've got their t-shirts on. They got to share what their t-shirts say. They're so cool. I think Jefra's really clever with these awesome t-shirts. They're exclusively for our trainers. Tonight's trainers we bring to you from California, Evelyn Abernathy. Wave to everybody, Evelyn. Great to have you. And again, her partner in crime tonight will be your famous from Oregon, Lori Alley. Woohoo! So thank you both in advance for what you're going to do tonight. I'm going to step back and go work with Zoom, and I'll be back in the room a little bit later. So take it away, Lori and Evelyn. Thank you.
Jackie.
Thank you, Jackie.
Check your WhatsApp message from me, and also you might check the group because I'm seeing some comments pop up. So if you could check that, that would be great. Okay. I'm going to hand the reins over to Evelyn because she is taking first section.
Yeah, part 1.
And part 1 is Evelyn, and I will.
All right.
Go, Evelyn, go.
Sure. Thank you so much, everyone, for being here. I'm so glad that all of you are so excited about the training. I know I am. I'm really excited about the new program that's out. So what I do like about the program is that it is very intuitive. Can everyone see my screen? You can see it okay? Okay. So it's what the new Jafrabiz is all about. I am really excited about it. I think it's fabulous what they're doing. Some of you may have experienced it already. If you attended the Belong tour, we had tours in September and October, and we really talked a lot about it and worked a lot alongside of it. Not only that, on the beautiful site, if you go to jafraroyalty.com and go to beautiful, it's the very first part of the training. So there's 15 modules. So hopefully you've been having fun with that already. It's a great way to just start learning and playing around with the website so that you are familiar with it and you are just ready to go without feeling any uneasiness of it. So, so just so you know, those of you who may not have had that opportunity yet, it is very intuitive, which means it's really step-by-step, it's self-explanatory. of how to use it. You're still going to use your same consultant ID number. Nothing changes there. And you will still go onto Jafrabiz the way you do now, but it will have a totally different look. Some of the great benefits from it would be it's very simple. If you have a Jafra website, which I think most of you probably do now, but it's free, it looks a little similar, but you'll see definitely some differences. But it is just really simple to use. You just really follow the tabs. You can order your products. You can have your shipment sent wherever you want to. And for instance, if you want to go ahead and get orders, go ahead and shop, you just go to the shop tab. If you want to buy products, you click shop. If you want to see what's happening in Jafra, any programs that's going on, any incentives that's happening at the moment, you just go to what's happening. And you'll be going through some of those with Lori and just on the second half of the training. So no worries with that. Oops, sorry about that. Okay, so I'm sorry, I think I went ahead a little bit too much. Where was I here? Okay. All right, so it's also easy to use because you can use it from your laptop. You can also use it from your tablet or your cell phone. So you have your cell phones with you everywhere you go anyway. So when you're meeting with people, it's just easy to be able to show your phone and just go with placing orders or showing some of the trainings that we have. If you wanted to show the Jafra royalty with someone, it's just really easy to just show them, oh, look, here's the training that's available. It's really easy for you to come on and get started with with Jafra. So it's just really easy to know that it's very mobile. No matter where you are, you have your business with you. Like I said, you have your navigation menu, your shop, my business, what's happening, and sponsoring. So when you want to buy products, you go to shop. If you want to find out anything about your business, let's say maybe getting some your order forms, not order forms, but your catalogs, anything dealing with business, you go there. What's happening, what's incentives or any programs that's going on or events that's coming up, you go to what's happening. And sponsoring is a little bit different too. It's just so easy. You're going to absolutely love it. So I hope some of you have been using it already. You're going to really love this. It's really easy. I don't know how I'm getting my green line here. I know I see that happen with Jackie too. I have no idea what I did. Sorry about that. Okay, so the power of this is what your website, when you log into Jafrabiz, put in your consultant ID number. This is what it's going to look like. It kind of has like 3 rotating images that shows. Or different banners that shows that will regularly show whatever we're highlighting. Here you'll see that they're highlighting vitamin C. At the top you'll see the 4 tabs that I was talking to you about, and it takes you anywhere you want to go in the Jafra world. So shop, my business, what's happening, and sponsor. The sponsoring tab is the only one that will not have a drop-down menu. Shop will let you shop whether you're doing shopping for skincare, fragrance, makeup, or toiletries. My business will have their own drop box, and what's happening does as well, but sponsoring gets you directly into sponsoring your client. Oh, and there it is. Just like I was saying, you see the shop, it gives you it helps you to focus. So if you're shopping, again, skincare is what they're showing, and then look at cleanse. You can go to like cleansers, and you can select which ones you want. You can select brands. This is very similar. If you have your website, if you go on your website, you can see this now. It's very, very simple to use. Very similar to what your clients would see. It also, if you notice, under shop has the non-retail, the same that you have now on your website. That's where you would find any business supplies, your catalogs, anything that is non-retail will be there. Here's the My Business page. You can shop by item code number. You can, or you can shop by pictures. That'll come up too. You can make your payments here. This is where you'll also see your e-brochures. You will have your webinars are under here. So this is really, really a great way of letting you see everything that you still have now on the Jafrabiz. You still have it. You're not losing anything. Everything stays the same. It's just more simplified format for you. What's happening? Here we are again. We have Jafra Royalty. You can click on there and see the events. Like for instance, that's where you would find information about national conference that will be coming up. You just click on there for that information. So anything that's happening in Jafra. Any of the latest news, recognition will be here, events, promotions, and then calendar. Each region has its own calendar. We are Amber, so if you want to know everything that's happening in the Amber region, it's there. If you have consultants that's in any of the other regions, then you have the information for them as well. Again, recognition, sales, moving up, President's Club, everything that you need is right here. Everything that you have, that we currently have, remains. Okay, and then this is the sponsoring. I love the sponsoring one. This is, like I said, the only tab that does not have a drop-down menu. There I go again, putting something red in there. Sorry about that. But since this tab will take you directly to the application. And so here we are. You can see that Jen Day is sponsoring someone. So it's really simple. When you see this, you just click on the sponsoring tab and you fill out the information here, their name, the address, phone number, and their best method of contact, and then you hit submit. It's very simple to use. What you should not know, well, you should know is that your consultant ID, like I said, will not change. That remains the same. In order to change your password, if you choose to do so, you must have a valid email address registered to your Jafra account. So that's one of the reasons Jackie was emphasizing the importance of having your Jafra email. Everyone must have their own. You cannot share an email address with someone else. If you're sponsoring someone who does not have an email address, then you can help her to get an email address with Google email or Yahoo, whatever site you want, but you definitely would want her to have an email address so that she's able to maneuver her site. Also, what it's important for you to know and that you can pass on to your potential sponsors is that Jafra never shares information with other direct sales companies or with the government or any other entities. Everything stays within Jafra. And so they can feel confident knowing that it's okay to give an email address, it's okay to give their cell phone number, because it's not going anywhere beyond Jafra. Okay, so there's 3 options to contact the company, customer relations. You can either email directly to the company, you can chat, or you can, of course, call. And on one of the modules, it actually shows you how to get the communications to the company, and whether it's order replacement or a product replacement rather, or anything else that you need to do or contact them. It's all there and easy to use. Your cell phone number also must be registered with Jafra. So some of you may only have your home number registered, but make sure that Jafra has your cell phone. If you don't have if you're not receiving text messages, then you're missing out on lots of information. You're missing out on promotions that we have and just instant contacts that Jafra wants to get to all of us. So be sure that your cell phone number is also registered. So if you only use a cell phone number, what I would do is when you fill out the information, you can just put your cell phone number for when it says home, work, or business, home, work, or cell. You can just put in that cell number if that's the only number that you use. But they do need to have your cell phone information. Okay, so hopefully most of you have your cell phone information registered with Jafra and your email address. But if you do not, you definitely want to get that done as soon as possible so that we can get started using the system. The system's so much fun and easy to use. You're absolutely going to love it. And Lori's going to show you now how that is done. So thank you so much.
Awesome, Evelyn. You went so quickly, I was still typing to Jackie. Wonderful. Okay, so we are now at how many modules we have to practice with. So Jafra, in case you didn't know, Evelyn already mentioned this, but on jafraroyalty.com, then click on Beautiful and then New Jafrabiz. There are 15 modules in there. A lot of them are only 2 or 3 minutes long. You can choose to watch them, run it through for you, or you can have the practice version where you go and click on, it'll highlight a box or highlight an arrow, and you just literally keep clicking where it's highlighting and it'll walk you through the whole module. So you can do it as fast or as slow as you want to. There's a couple of practice options like Evelyn mentioned. It's really, really nice. So I would highly recommend you guys do that. But what we want to do now is practice and kind of show you guys an example of 3 of them. So you can kind of get an idea of what we're going to do. Now I will warn you, I have to go into Internet Explorer to do this, and if it does not work with the demo play version, then I will do the practice version and show you how that works. So hang tight with me just a second and I will get this going. I did practice earlier, so everyone cross your fingers that it's going to work like it did earlier. Always good when that's what it does. All right, so the first one we're going to do is My Account. And as you can see, I went to Jafra Royalty, Beautiful, New Jafrabiz, and then I clicked on Enter Now, or Let's Get Started, I can't remember now. And it shows you all these modules. As you can see, there's quite a few of them. So we're going to click on My Account. You just click on the Go button. And then you hold your breath. No. And as you can see here, it's kind of small print on this, but hopefully you guys can see it. It says My Account, and then it says Demo and Practice. The demo is the one that's going to do it for us, which is what I'm going to show you tonight. Practice is where it would basically do the same thing, but at your own pace. You would get to tell it when to go to the next step. So we're going to click on Demo and cross our fingers, our toes, and our hair. Make a braid or something and hope that it plays for you.
Welcome to the My Account page tutorial. Click the arrow to continue.
All right, so then you just click on the little arrow right here.
On the top right corner, click the My Account link. This will take you to the My Account page. The default section of My Accounts page is your personal information section, where you can edit your personal information. You'll notice some fields, such as first name and consultant ID, are gray and cannot be edited. The fields that are not grayed out can be edited, such as the last name field. Preferred language and preferred communication method can also be edited. Click the down arrow on the scroll bar to review additional information. Any changes that are made will need to be saved. When you're done editing your information, click Save. Click Shipping and Mailing link to review and edit your shipping and mailing information. Review your shipping and mailing address on file. Change the address on file with the Edit buttons. Click the Payment and Billing link to review your payment and billing information. The Payment and Billing section has your saved debit or credit card information and billing address on file. Update your payment and billing information as needed. Click the Preferences link to sign up to receive emails and text messages. Under the Preferences section, you can sign up to receive the latest details on Jafra events, reminders, and more. Select the Emails option to receive all the latest updates by email. You can also select the option of Text Message to receive the updates by text on your phone. Click Save once you've selected your contact preferences. Click the Website Management link to view your website settings. If you haven't already set up your website, you'll be able to do so at this point. This user has already completed the process. Under the Website Management section, you can see your website URL and your personal information that will appear on your website. You can activate or deactivate your website as needed. Click On to activate your website. Your website is activated when the On switch is purple. Click Save after activating your website. Click Account Activity to review order and payment history. Under the Account Activity section, you'll find your orders and payments. The most recent orders will display. To view all orders, click View All. View the orders you have personally placed under the My Orders tab. View all the orders your clients have placed through your website under the Client Orders tab. Click the Client Orders tab to review your personal website clients' orders. After reviewing your orders, click the Payments History link to review all your payments. All payments can be reviewed here. To view a payment's detail, click the View link next to the payment. Congratulations! You've completed the My Account Overview tutorial.
So that's literally how simple it is to go through the demo and just have it. So if you go through it once and you forget how to do it, you could go back and watch it again. And then if you wanted to practice, you would click on practice and you could go through like one step at a time and really pay attention to what you're doing and see little pieces that you missed. So now we're going to go back. So you just click on exit to get out of this, and it will take you back to the screen where we have all of the ones that we have available to us. So now we're going to go through the one with order with Jafra credit. And I know that this demo portion goes through it kind of quickly, but when we have, for the recording, when we do it later, you guys will be able to stop and pause the YouTube video and see it. You'll actually be able to go on Jafrabiz, and which is actually a better idea, and pick and choose the modules that you want to watch. But we just wanted to give you kind of an overview of some of the main things that you'd want information about to get you started when we go live in February. So ordering with Jafra credit is down here. And again, if you have questions, kind of mark them down and we will take them at the end. Wait for it.
Welcome to the Place an Order using Jafra Credit tutorial. Click the arrow to continue.
So the arrow she's talking about is right here on the right side of the screen.
To start, click on the My Business tab from the main menu. Next, click on the Shop by Item Code link. Under the item number column, enter the product's item code. For this example, enter 24845 to add the Coretta trio. Enter the quantity you'd like to purchase in the QTY field. For this example, enter 1. Scroll down as needed. Click the Add to Cart button to add the product to the cart and continue. Click View More to see the products in your set. In this example, we'll see all the items in the Coretta trio. Click View Less to hide the products in your set. Review the order and then click the Next button. The Achieved Promotions You Are Not Requesting section will appear. In this section, any promotions you're eligible for will appear and can be selected. In this example, we will not add any promotion. Click the Next button to continue. Select or enter the shipping address. For this example, select the shipping address on file. Click the Next button to continue. When using Jafra Credit, Look at the available credit to make sure you have enough to cover the order. In this example, you have $300 available Jafra credit. Placing the order will reduce the amount of the available credit. As well, on your Jafra balance, you have $2, which will be used towards the order you're placing. When looking at the available credit and the order total, we have more than enough to cover the order. Therefore, select I'd like to use Jafra credit. Click the Next button to continue. This is the final review page. Click the Place Order button. Congratulations! You've completed the Place an Order with Jafra credit tutorial.
Don't you guys feel accomplished? And like you have it all together. That's the feeling you get when you do the modules. Isn't that great? I might be being a little silly right now. All right, sponsoring a new consultant. You know, we all want to know this one, huh? So we are going to find it. Oh, here we go. All right. This one is one of my favorites because it's so easy to sponsor now. So let's watch it and you guys can give us feedback when we're finished here.
Welcome to the new consultant registration. Your new consultant will use this process to become a Jafra consultant under your lineage. Click the arrow to continue. To start, click Sponsoring from the main menu. This will take you to the new consultant registration form. Have your new consultant type their first name in the first name field. In this instance, type Paulo. Now they need to type their last name in the last name field. In this instance, type Moledo. They should now enter their email address. In this instance, type paulo.moledo@example.com in the email address field. They should enter their phone number. In this example, type 323-555-7657 into the phone number field. Next, they need to click the phone type field through a drop-down list. Now they should select the phone type. In this instance, select cell phone from the phone type drop-down. They now need to click the preferred contact method field to display a drop-down list of contact methods. They need to select the way they would prefer to be contacted. In this case, select cell phone from the preferred contact method drop-down list. They should review the information on the page and make any needed changes. Click the Submit button. Verify your sponsor's consultant ID. Confirm the number and name are correct and click the Next button. In this example, the sponsor is Jan Day. They should select the applicable starter kit from the choices displayed on the page. In this case, select the Starter Business Kit. They should verify that the correct starter kit has a square surrounding the image. When ready, select the Next button to go to the Enter Shipping Address page. On this page, your new consultant will enter their shipping address. They will enter their first name in the first name field, in this case, Paulo. Then they will enter their last name into the last name field, Moledo for this example. They must type the street address in the address line 1 field. In this instance, type 2451 Townsgate Road. Then they must type the name of the city in the city text field. Type Westlake Village for this example. They will then click on the state field and use the drop-down list to locate the correct state of the shipping address. They will select the correct state used for the shipping address from the drop-down list. In this case, select California. They will enter the zip code of the shipping address. In this instance, type 91361 in the zip field. They should verify the shipping address information is correct. Then click the Next button to go to the Payment Information page. On this screen, your new consultant must enter their new payment information. They must type the name as it appears on the card. In this instance, type Paulo Moledo in the name on card field. They must enter the 16-digit card number in the card number field. In this example, type 4444 5555 6666 7777. In the expiration month field, they will enter the 2-digit expiration month of the credit card that they have just entered. In this instance, type 12. In the expiration year field, they will enter the 4-digit expiration year of the credit card that they just entered. In this instance, type 2017. In the security code field, they will enter the card's security code. For most cards, this is located on the back of the card. In this instance, type 123 in this field. They should verify the information is correct. Click the Next button to go to the Jafra personal website page. Jafra consultants can set up their own personal websites. They can select a website name by entering it into the Choose Site Name field. In this instance, type P. Moledo. In the Personalize About Me section, they can upload an image to be displayed on a Jafra site. Click the Browse button to search for the photo. A window opens allowing them to locate the photo to be added to the website. Find the photo file and click on it. In this instance, click the headshot PNG or JPEG file. They should click the Open button to confirm the selection of the file. They should verify the file name appears in the photo upload field. Click the Upload button to upload the photo to the website. They should click the down arrow to scroll down. They should verify the information is correct, then click the Next button to continue. New consultants are eligible to purchase new consultant packs in addition to their starter kit. In this instance, we will select the skincare kit. After selecting from the new consultant pack, they must click the Next button to confirm their selection. New consultants can also order their favorite products now if they know the item numbers. In this example, enter 25685 into the item number field. They must enter the quantity of the products to be added to the cart. For now, enter 2 into the quantity field. They must verify that all additional products that have been added are correct and click the Next button to view the shopping cart. The shopping cart will display the current order. They should check that everything is correct. If not, they should make any last-minute changes and click Next. The consultant agreement will appear. They must scroll down to view it in its entirety. Have your consultant read the consultant agreement. Once the consultant has read it, click the checkbox confirming that they have read it and agree to its terms. Have your consultant's initial to agree to the consultant agreement. In this case, type PM in the initials field. Have your new consultant click the I agree button to agree to the terms and continue. The Review and Confirm page will open. They must click the Date of Birth Month field to display the birth month drop-down list. They must select the birth month from the month drop-down list. In this case, select 05. They must click on the Date of Birth Day field to display the birthday drop-down list. They must select the birthday from the day drop-down list. In this case, select 02. They must click on the Date of Birth Year field to display the birth year drop-down list. They must click the down arrow to scroll down to the desired year. They must select the birth year from the list, in this case, 1960. Have your new consultant enter their 9-digit Social Security. In this instance, type 11122333 in the Social Security field. To receive promotional or informational text messages from Jafra, they must click this checkbox. In this case, go ahead and check it. Review the information on this page. When everything is correct, click the Submit button. A window appears asking, "What is the goal for your new consultants?" Click the Select a Goal Below field to display a drop-down list of response options. Select the most applicable response to the question from the Select a Goal Below field. In this instance, click Earn Extra Money. They must click the Join button to finalize the process. The new consultant has been registered. Scroll down to view the rest of the confirmation page and to view the placed order. Congratulations! You now have a new consultant on your team.
Okay. So that is our examples of some of the live modules that you guys can go in and do anytime you have a few minutes. And I would really suggest that you get online with your team. You could do this on Zoom, do exactly what I'm doing, and share the modules with them. You can also just send them the link and remind them how to get in and watch. But the most important thing is that nobody is taken by surprise when our system goes down first week or whenever it is in February. When they announce it and the system goes down to update and they don't know what's going on, they and their clients and their consultants are going to be very confused. So we want to make sure that we, as people who are here on the meetings, get the word out to every single person, even if they don't go online. And they don't, especially, I guess, if they're not online. We want to make sure that every single consultant, no matter if they're personal shoppers or whatever it is, make sure everybody knows what's going on so no one is surprised. And let them know how to find the information, because anyone with internet access can go onto these modules, whether it's on mobile or on their computer, and watch them and go through them as many times as they want to so they get really comfortable and familiar with the system. As you can see, it's really very intuitive. You know, you click on things that make sense and lo and behold, that's actually what it is. You go to the next thing. So it's really, I'm really excited about it. The next thing I want to talk about, I can get my computer to think about moving pages. The next thing we're going to do is save Jafrabiz as a favorite. Now this is where if you're on your cell phone right now, it's going to be a little hard because you're watching Zoom. But you want to save Jafrabiz as a favorite on your home screen on your cell phone. The reason is because the new system is going to be completely mobile friendly. The current one is pseudo, but the new one is very mobile friendly. So you want your business at your fingertips on your phone. So we're going to walk you through iPhone first and then Android, because they're both a little bit different. So if you have your iPhone, grab it if you're not on it right now. And for iPhones only, you're going to open Safari. Safari is, sorry, I don't know why that just jumped ahead. Whoop, there we go. Okay, so Safari is your internet browser on iPhone. You're going to click on that and you're going to type in jafrabiz.com, as you can see in image 3 here, and then click on Go. So kind of like you're going to the website. So search Jafrabiz, type in jafrabiz.com, and then click Go. I'll give you just a second. And you guys will be able to play this back and watch it again. So once you've gone to the Jafrabiz website, it's open on your screen. I don't know why this thing is jumping ahead on me. You're going to see that there. And as you can see on the bottom, there's a little square icon on the bottom of your phone screen with a little arrow pointing up. It's kind of right in the middle of the bottom of your home or your phone screen when you have Jafrabiz open. When you click on that, you just want to click on Add to Favorites. There's a star. It's on the bottom left. So you click on the very bottom when you're looking at Jafrabiz. There's a square with an up arrow. You click on that and then click on Add to Favorites. And then you can name it Jafra Online Business Center or Jafrabiz or whatever it is that you want to call it. And then click on Done. And once you do that, it will show up as an icon on your home screen on your cell phone. So then instead of having to go to Safari and open something up and move around, you'll just be able to click right there and you'll be right into Jafrabiz. Now I'm sure some of you are wait, I forgot, I didn't get that. I don't know what happened. Don't worry about it, because these will be posted again and you'll be able to see it. But basically you're going to go to the website. Then at the bottom of your screen, you're going to click the little box with the up arrow on the icon at the bottom of your iPhone. Then you're going to click on Add to Favorites. You're going to name it whatever you want and click on Go or Done, and it will save it for you. All right, so now we're going to move, once my screen stops jumping, we're going to move to the Android, which is a little bit different. On most Androids, you have Google Chrome as your browser automatically, so you're just going to open that. Again, you're going to type in www.jafrabiz.com. You're going to go to that website. It's going to pop up. And then on the right-hand side on that website, you're going to see 3 dots on the top of your screen. There's 3 little dots, kind of like the menu on most Androids. And when you see that, you want to click on those dots and choose Add to Home Screen. It's about 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Oops. My screen wants to go ahead of me. It's about 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, like maybe 8 or so down, depending on what you have on your phone. And just click on Add to Home Screen. And then again, it's going to ask you kind of what you want to call it. You can just use a default or name it Jafrabiz or whatever you're going to remember. And then click on Add. And on Android, it shows up as a purple box with a J in it. And that will also show up on your screen as an app, basically. Not an app, but a link that looks kind of like your app would look, like an icon. So you go to Jafrabiz, you click on the 3 dots on the top right, Add to Home Screen, click on Add again, and it pops up. If you were lost doing that, ask any teenager in your life, and they will show you in about half a second. All right, so Jafrabiz is progress at your fingertips. You guys, if you do not have your cell phone connected to Jafra, you need your cell phone connected to Jafra. Make sure you have that, because this is going to put the business at your fingertips. It's going to give you more time to go out and sponsor and sell and make money, and have a streamlined way of doing that. It's amazing. This is an example of what Jafra Royalty and where to find your modules. So if you go to jafraroyalty.com, you'll see, if you click on Beautiful, which is right here on the far right tab, and then you're going backwards, then you're going to click on New Jafrabiz Training. You will see this screen, and this is where you're going to click on Let's Start. Let's Start gets you in, and you get to see all those modules that I was just showing you that we went into and practiced with. And you're just going to click Go on the one you want to watch, and it will show you what's there. And there's all of 15 of these. It's really amazing. So jafraroyalty.com, this is where all the beautiful information, downloads, product pages, anything that you may or may not want to see is all there. All the trips, all the registration for trips, all of that is available to you at Jafra Royalty. I'm sorry, my screen is jumping around. So that was a ton of information all together. And now we are going to do Q&A. So for Q&A, if you guys have a question, if you could raise your hand, there's a little button. If you click on your screen, there's little 3 dots on your face. It'll say raise my hand, and you can click on raise a hand and we'll see it.
So Lori, let me do your chat box first, if I could.
Oh, yes, absolutely.
Okay, let me come back in there. So, and then we'll come back. So don't worry, we'll take the raised hand also. So first, we have a question from Norma. Mm-hmm. So the order with Jefra Credit, if our account has a credit balance, we need to click on a button to apply it to our order, or is it automatic?
There is a selector. There's a little button you have to click on. It's a selection. It says order or apply, use Jafra Credit instead of using a debit. You have to choose one or the other. So Jafra debit card or credit. And there is a separate module teaching you how to pay with a debit or credit card. So there's 2 separate modules. You guys can go in and watch both of them and see what the difference is between ordering with credit and ordering with a credit card, or paying with a credit card, I'm sorry.
Okay, cool. Next, if you just did what Lori said and you went to you tried to save it in your favorites. So for an instance, I'll do mine because I have an iPhone. I believe you have an Android, right, Lori?
Uh-huh.
Okay. So I'll give you my example. So, and then she can do her Android because I don't know that they're the same. But when I went in and did Jafrabiz, and I kept it as my favorites because it opened up in Safari, go back into Safari, and you will see under Find Favorites, open up your favorites and you will see Jafrabiz there. And then you'll be able to go there and click and put this on your home page.
It should automatically be there.
It does not. I can promise you it does not.
Is it on the
So it does not. That it happened to me. So I even checked with Lucy to think I was losing it. Like, where did it go? And then I went, you know what? I bet it's in my favorites. I just didn't then do the next step, which was save it to my, screen. So just so you all know, you're missing the final step. So go back into Safari. And when you go into Safari, again, Safari right now is owning Zoom for me in the emergency. But when you go back in there, you'll be able to see one of your options is to click again on favorites. And there's your list of the favorites you have, but you have to manually bring it over there. Now Sandra's got it. Okay, cool. So that is for the iPhone. Do you think there's anything different, Lori, for the Android?
So the only thing with Android I noticed, and it may be dependent on which Android you have, as far as like if you have the brand new ones, if you have the little bit older one, whatever. I noticed with mine, it added it at the very last page of my apps. And then I had to press it on a hold it and move it to my home screen. So it adds it to your whatever, when you swipe, you always have like 10 pages available of where you can put apps. It always puts it at the very end, and then you just want to bring it over to the home screen, or you can leave it at the end if that works for you. But basically you want to move it to the page that you want it on.
Okay, very cool.
Yes.
I answered it in the chat box, but I know it's a question that the audience will ask as well.
Mm-hmm.
This is about, Marie had a question about, well, all the sponsoring ways that we have from Jefra for you, blah, 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 these different sites all have the same application. Yes, everything will actually be done within the new location, right? So we're not going to be having 20 different websites with Jafra. Nope. So everything will have, when they sponsor, you will see it right there. It's that one application. So we will rid of all of this, join Jefra to Jefra for you to everything. So it all becomes just one, and it'll be very easy, very simple right there as you're logging in. So that was another question. Anything else, Lori, to add to that, or Evelyn?
Yeah, when we were talking about this buy one get one this month, it was pointed out that all of those are going to go away except for the new one. So the beauty
Correct.
of that is we can order in that one. They can place an order or not place an order. They can buy packs or not buy packs, but it's all inclusive in one, and their website and the text and all that stuff that we always have to add on later is all done in that system. So it's really exciting. It's going to make it so much easier, and it's going to be one place from now on. Well, not now, but
This is like just so cool. There's just so many cool things.
For sure.
Someone else asked, I know we talked about the app. I mean, right now you have an easy way for you, but then we're going to go into the Jafra app. That app, somebody asked when that's coming. Our goal is May. Remember, everything depends on, as this is all working, and we know it will, then we've got buckets of unveiling all sorts of things. Eventually it probably will do your weight loss program for you, but we've got about 2 years of bucket lists of things we're going to slowly unroll for you, so that this amazing transformation machine really does run your business for you, so you've got more time to go out and meet more people. So that was another question. So it is coming. Lori, the other question, somebody just wanted to confirm. So when they're logging in, they will no longer log in with their social security number, or what does that mean in the login process?
They will log in. Currently, nothing's changing. The only way they can change, we'll have the option to change our password now. So your login and password stay the same until you change it. So, and the only way you can change it is if you have an email. So you have to have your own email. It is absolutely free to get a generic email through, any kind of email with Gmail. So just go to Gmail or mail.google.com and just sign yourself up for a simple email. It can be anything. It just needs to be something that's only yours and not connected to any other consultant. And if you have consultants who you've used your email on, as Evelyn talked about, you want to make sure you create one for them if they don't know how to do it or whatever it is, but they've got to have their own. So it's really, really important that everyone has their own cell phone and their own email on their accounts, so that Jafra can communicate correctly with them. Evelyn, did you have anything else to add to that? That was your kind of piece.
No, I just as you said, just make sure that they get their own account.
Mhm.
Yeah, if they don't know how to do one, you just have to make sure that you do one for them because they do have to have one.
And with the website, do they have to make any changes to their website, to their contacts that we have right now? Is there anything they need to do?
So a lot of girls I've noticed are still using myjafra.com, which is not valid. It's been forwarding to the jafra.com, but we've all been changed to jafra.com/ your same username for the last 2 years. So if you're still using myjafra, you got to quit. Start using jafra.com / your username, whatever it is. It doesn't change. And that will not change when we switch over. I honestly don't know what's going to happen to the My Jafra forwarding, and I don't know. I haven't asked, but if it's all the old system, I imagine it's going to go away. So you want to make sure that you have an account. It's jafra.com though, not My Jafra. So we just need to start forwarding that. And I can ask Jafra about that because that's going to be a big question. Or maybe Jackie, you can. Whether it's still going to forward.
It will. I am sure we have a transition for the year, but we'll send enough notifications. You'll catch on to it.
Well, it's been 2 years of transition for that one, so I'm just wondering if it's going to still...
It still will because of the new system. We understand that, and we haven't been, especially because with the new free website, I mean, everybody's just automatically going to have that anyway. So we'll do reach outs to make sure everybody has transitioned naturally. So we don't want to leave anybody behind. And the goal will be with the app, it really works in sync with your website. So everybody, as they enroll, everyone you sponsor from here forward, as you saw in the sponsoring webinar, will literally right there have their website all done for them. And so, just a really cool opportunity that imagine 60,000 consultants having a website with Jafra. That's the best marketing you could do. So let me do a unique question. Again, it's in the chat, but I think, what happens, and it's a good common question in the world. So, I signed up for Jafra's email, but I'm not getting it. Is there a reason I don't get the emails from Jafra, even though I've signed up for it?
My first thing would be to check your promotions, social media, or your junk files, and make sure that you have saved Jafra, whatever their email, I can't remember what it is right now, the one that they send all of our stuff to us by. You need to save that in your contacts as a contact. So you just call it, I called mine Jafra News emails. That's what I named it. And then I put that email in there so I know when it pops up that that's a Jafra News email, and it will, because I've saved it as a contact, it will show up in my inbox instead of getting shuffled off to my junk files or spam or whatnot. So that would be my main thing, would be just to save that in your contacts, and then it should just start popping up into your account. If it doesn't after that, that's a phone call to CRT to see if there's something missing, but generally it's because it's going to spam.
You got it. So just a couple of other things, and I'm going to come to hand raising here. So so again, because of these, I'm going to go backwards a second, because of the new websites, absolutely start transitioning all your business cards over to it. That's why, again, we're not here to completely quickly shut down, even though it's been a couple of years, because everybody's just getting these new websites. We'll reach out if we need to update that with you, or if there's anything we see. But yes, definitely you want to start, transitioning your communication on your real website address. Okay, like Lori said, we've been trying for a couple of years. Now it's time, get everything changed out. So Marilyn had a question on the sponsoring. If someone doesn't have a cell phone or have an email, will they be accepted? So either of you?
I asked that question when we did the training with Lucy, and she says just make sure they have it. So she did say they're not going to exclude anyone, but for them to be able to get the communication that Jafra has, it's going to be so much more simplified if they do have that information. If they don't have a cell phone, there's nothing we can do about that, but we really can help them with their email information.
Exactly. So, however, I will say will still be able to take them, but best practices, really make sure they have some format of a cell phone and an email. We just are really all about that. So really, really important. If you do have some friends that are still texting you or posting, I have posted in the Amber region and on Facebook, on WhatsApp, that we cannot go past 100 tonight. We had a subscription glitch trying to move it from 100 to 300. Zoom could not shut us down and do it manually while we're in the midst of this. So in the hiccup on it. So don't worry. I promise I've been communicating. We apologize for that. We are going to record this one and post it right away for those who gave some time value tonight. We will absolutely post this one for sure. And so right now, as soon as we can, I should say, for Lori, but just so that we've got that right away for everybody, we'll post it on WhatsApp, post it on Facebook. Second piece to that is we will be ready for the 300 on Wednesday and Friday as well. Okay, so just so you know, it's an error on our side, on the subscription side, and they did not have a way for me to, we'd have to stop and start all over again by the time I got help, and we just didn't want to do that. So I apologize for that, but I've sent that information. So I'm going to come back. Let's take some live questions again from hands being raised. You can just click on that. Anne, do you still have your hand up there, dear?
Oh, okay.
Well, that's Diana. Is Ann Fetters, you had your hand up. Did you have a question still?
Yes, I do.
Me? Oh.
How do I access the personal website that for the public, not my Jafrabiz website?
Do you mean what, to share it, or do you mean to edit it?
To do anything. Is it still the same way that you go in there to edit it?
No, it's because you won't be going into Consultant Connection to do any editing. You would still go to Jafrabiz, and then it did kind of go over it under my account. There's a section that shows your website, and you can make some changes to it there and change your photo and all of that under my account. The main thing is that a lot of people who've been here since before 2015 are using the My Jafra link, which has been void for 2 years. And a lot of people just never really figured that out. So it's been forwarding to the new site, but you, without even doing anything, you automatically have a jafra.com / whatever your username is now. So you just need to start using that and when you, like Jackie said, on your business cards and whatnot, and your clients are still going to see it. It'll look exactly the same as it does now, except for the few tweaks that they're going to do with the new system. But everything will automatically change. You won't have to do anything or set anything up unless you want to add your photo, because you'll be able to do that now. It doesn't, our current ones don't have that option. So you'll be able to add your photo, change information, whatnot under my account. Okay,
so but a new consultant who comes in this month, is she able to set that up?
Not this month, but once the new, they can set up a website, yes, under Consultant Connection, correct. Just like we've always done. Once the new system launches, we go down for a few days and the new system launches, then all your new consultants will go through the process I showed you tonight.
Okay, and can we buy the February brochures now, like usual?
Yeah.
Yes,
yeah,
they're available.
Yeah, everything's the same until the end of the month. I know that we're not going to have the online brochures and whatnot available to us the way we normally do on the 1st, but like I usually do, assuming that they send them to the leaders ahead of time like they normally do, I will post them in Jafra events, information, and training like I always do. So you guys will still have a way to share the files, and you'll have the PDF link. I'll make sure I post that as well, so that you can share that until we have the live link available to us.
And how do we get into this recording to see the recording?
I will post this on the Amber Region WhatsApp chat. I will also post it on the consultant team group and the leader team group. So starting next month, we're only going to post stuff like this on the consultant team group, because all leaders should also be on that group. But until then, I'm doing both.
Okay. Thank you.
And it's also on YouTube. It's all of our trainings. That's where they're hosted, is on my YouTube channel. So if you're writing stuff down, it's youtube.com / the letter C for channel. So the letter C / Lori, Ali, Jafra, all run together, no spaces. And all of Jackie's recorded trainings and whatnot are there.
Okay.
Got it.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Okay, Phyllis, take it away.
What is the WhatsApp? I don't know what that is. Maybe I should ask my 9-year-old grandson.
WhatsApp is a free app you get on your cell phone, and it actually also can be linked with your computer on an app on your computer. And we have a group for the leaders, and we have some other training groups, and it's mostly for the leaders, I would say, for the most part, except for the Miami group. The coaching team for Miami is also on there.
Sandra is showing it on her screen there. Looks like a little phone in the green speaking chatterbox. So it's something we use. Many of the leaders use it. We use it with our regional leaders, like Lori said, and our Miami movers right now. But it's a really fast way we all really communicate quickly. So we don't do a lot of email, no texting for group garbage. It's just amazing. So it's a really cool tool that you can use as you're building. So great question.
Okay.
So I want to come back to just a couple other expansions off of the question. Sorry, forgive me. Phyllis, you were good? That was good, Phyllis? You're okay? That was your
I'm good.
Okay.
Yes.
All right.
Thank you
Thank
very
you.
much.
I didn't mean to cut you off. I'm sorry.
That's
So,
all right.
all right. So just a couple other things that are popping up, and then I'm going to go search and see who's asking. I think we've got Marilyn out there with the question that we'll go find. So I do want to let you know, again, I've typed it in the chat box, but just to remind you, the next 2 webinars, this Wednesday again at 8 a.m. Pacific, this Friday at noon Pacific. Please adjust to your time zone. So that came up again in the questions. Everything is in the Facebook groups from Jafra to us, as well as it's in the email to all the consultants, as well as it's in your action brochure. So you will always find all training webinars from the company within that action brochure. All of our training webinars from the region are posted on our Facebook groups. It's the Amber Region Consultant Team page that we actually group that will post everything there. Many of your questions, by the way, are in Jafra Royalty. So I really encourage you to go to jafraroyalty.com, click in Be Beautiful, go into training, and I chose the tab Web, and when I got in there, here were all the most frequently asked questions about Jafra Biz. The website questions you're having, everything like that, sponsoring, my accounts. There's 5 pages, it's all here. So that you feel you know it, as well as it's something you could share forward if you wanted to with your consultants, post on your Facebook group, email it if you chose to, but it's here. So I just, again, wanted to let you know that. We will have different trainers each time we do the Zoominar this week. So we'll have Carla and, okay, I'm in my central zone. So Carla, I had them all living in.
Debbie and Carla.
Thank you, Debbie Sassi and Carla Spurgeon will be on Wednesday. On Friday, we have Marie Menard and Cheryl Sykes. So they're from the East Coast. So we're going to have a little variety based on where they live. And so, Lori, would you do me a favor while I go to Marilyn with her question? And would you type in the chat box your YouTube channel, please? Thank you. Okay, Marilyn, are you ready for us up there, Marilyn King? You've been so sweet and kind waiting for us. We're ready for you.
Yeah, I'm ready. Thank you. My question is, on my iPhone, I did exactly what you said. Now I can't find the icon or get the icon on the iPhone. So I did find favorites.
Okay.
But
and was
now,
Jafra Biz there?
yes, it's there, but I don't see it. Once I click on it as a favorite, it's not on my desktop. It's not on my iPhone.
Mm-hmm. Okay. Bear with me here. Let me go back and do it here. Okay. So in my favorites. All right. And anybody who did it just live recently? Mine's already there.
I just did mine.
Go for it.
I just did mine on my iPhone, but instead of just add to favorites, because right next to that is add to homepage. So instead of on the iPhone, instead of hitting add to favorites, you can add it to your homepage, and it went right to your phone here.
Really? I only see add to Oh, okay. I don't see add to.
There's a thing for more. If you slide over, there's add to favorites and then some other things. And then it said add to homepage and it goes right there.
Okay.
On
Add
the
to home.
bottom more, not the top. There might be 2 rows of more.
Oh, there it is. I see.
Bottom furthest
Yeah.
right.
Yeah,
See it?
I see it. I see it. Good.
Okay.
Thank you.
Yep, and then you'll
Okay.
see. Perfect. Thank you. Thanks, Shafika. Got
Okay.
it,
Hi.
Marlene?
Thank you.
Found it.
Okay, cool. Never give up. We always help each other. Okay, very cool. All right, so let's see. If you have another question, feel free to raise your hand.
It's Diana Driggs and Shafika both have questions.
Awesome. Shafika, since you just spoke, do you want to go ahead and ask your question?
Sure. I just had this. I don't know if you've covered this already. But as far as all of your contacts that you currently have on your website, all the phone numbers and birthdays and information, all that is being carried over, correct?
You got it. You don't have to do the work, we are.
Okay. Okay. And are they going to come up with a specific announcement of what days Jafra is going to be closed? Is it the whole first week in February or?
We will announce it. We're doing final testings, and hopefully by the end of this week, you'll know the date that we start the transformation. And then, you know, I don't know that they'll know how many days until they're into it.
Okay.
At most, it will be 5 days that we won't have access to ordering and contracts. That's at most. So, and we won't know until we're there. So we'll probably be checking each day and, you know, make the announcement like, hello. So, yeah, so we're hoping to have the final meeting Thursday or Friday to be able to announce that to you for the weekend so you can get set with your business, with your team. Get a plan in place, keep everybody out there. It's a great time to just go see the people and get off the computer. I love that. And just go out and do some contests, have some fun, paint it purple, go out and pamper and show the products and opportunity to people during that time. So have a transformation out, meeting people while we're transforming your business behind the scenes. So get ready for fun with that, okay?
Okay.
So,
Thank you.
You're welcome. All right. Diana Driggs, darling. Let me unmute you here. There you go.
Oh, mute. I'm okay now. Good. So anyway, about what is going to happen the first 5 days of February, I'm suggesting my district to place the orders before the last day of January, because if they're going to ship on February, we don't know if it's going to ship or not. We might be stuck for 5 days. And if you have orders for Valentine, you know, it's going to be very tight in between getting out your home and delivery. So my suggestion to my people is just make sure you place all your orders at least 2 days before the end of the month, so they don't get stuck on February 1st due to the changing process. And then the other thing, I want to have 2 things. You were talking about emails. My understanding for a call I had, a conference call, is that you will need each new consultant to have their own email. And the older consultants you have, this is something having happening for the last 2 years. They have been asking us that if you sponsor a consultant in the past and you use your own email on her account, they have been asking us to change it, to update, you know. So what I've been doing, I got a copy of my report, you know, and you see, I don't know if you see, I have, let's see, green and blues. So you'll be surprised how many people that previously didn't have Facebook, now they have, or people didn't have WhatsApp, now they have it, and people that didn't have email, now they have, or they have changed their email because they changed jobs, because they went to from AOL to Gmail or whatever. So I really calling my people, telling them about placing orders and checking out, have you changed your email? Do you have a new email, or do you have an email? Are you on Facebook? Are you on WhatsApp? And so I mark it down because I have some of them that don't have it previously. And look at all the new people that I have here. And you see all the greens are people that are in Facebook now that they were not before. So all this in preparation to start February with all the information ready. So anyway, I just want to share that. That's what I'm doing, just to get everybody, you know, to what we are right now. So anyway, and then about e-promotions in Jafrabiz, are they gonna keep those information or shall we save it? You know, when you send e-promotions emails and we have some 6 pictures that we can send, and then because I have all organized by Spanish client, English client, former consultant, all the stuff. Is that information going to stay there or not?
Everything is transposing. There, if not, we would have given you a worksheet of what you need to do to get ready. It's us getting you ready. So everything transitions over. Your contacts, your, you know, everything that you're doing, anything on your reports will be there. So there's nothing for you to panic or have to do. You said it perfectly, Diana. The key is to go and reach out, make sure your consultants are watching the modules, you know, are coming, have watched some of the webinars from Jafra / their region. Make sure as well they've got personal email address that is just for them, and if they can update with the cell phone, really important. If they don't have a Facebook, really encourage them to do that and tell them about social.jafra.com, and encourage them still this month, why not, get your website set up. It's free. No one is charged. We haven't charged since August. So, you know, absolutely in the time of communication, this is when you reach out and do that kind of checklist like you're talking about, which is so smart. And so absolutely really key to keep that channel going so they don't suddenly show up in February and go, what happened? Or Jafra is in transformation and they're like, Jafra closed, oh my gosh. And then the rumors spread around the USA because we're transforming, right? So we always communicate, but they really listen when you make the outreach calls. So make sure you add your layer of leadership flavor to that. So very important. I want to thank you so much, Diana.
Well,
I know that also that Bobby had a question, can they opt out of a website or is it automatic? When they go in and they're sponsoring, which you'll see in the sponsoring, who had the sponsoring? Was that you, Evelyn? So will they have the option to opt out?
They have an option of turning off their website. So if they don't want to have a website, they don't want to use it, we're not forcing you to.
Okay, but if they have a website, even if they don't do much except for put it on their business card, it runs itself automatically and puts money in your account automatically and ships to your clients automatically. So really explain to your consultants, this is not something they have to update, which some sites or places make you do. It's not something they have to touch at all if they don't want to, and money can just start coming in from orders. So please explain to them that it's really automatic and they really need to have, I mean, tell them to try it for 6 months, you know, even that, and then just see what happens. I mean, because it's so automatic, there's no reason to not have it on.
There is no reason, because really there's no work you need to do. Jafra will ship directly to the client. There's no deliveries you have to do. I just think it's a nice thing to give them a thank you note or something, but other than that, there's nothing you have to do. So I really don't know why anyone would not want to have it. I've had people on my team, the moment they signed up, that like within 24 hours, so when they did not know, just ordered from their website. So it just makes sense to have one.
Yeah, and the more websites, the more branding and marketing that is for all of us on search engines. So it's absolutely key. Jafra is very smart. It's the most expensive investment from a marketing standpoint is to pay for your websites. But we're doing that for a reason, because it's the only way, as people type in Jafra or something about royal jelly, the more of us with websites being used and moving and in motion, the more those search engines pull us up to be the first listing. And so, and that's why when you see on Jafra's postings, we use Jafra.com. You have to mention your website. We cannot independently, every post we make, have it triggered to everybody with a website. Could you imagine that? We don't want that, because then if Lori Alley has 30,000 people that are on her website, that pulls up in the search engine. We want it to be Jafra, and because they have a relationship with you or they're searching for you or your zip code or your area, it goes to you. So you won't see people's names when they search Jafra on the webs on Google or wherever they are. You won't see the names popping up because we're all using Jafra.com as our posting platform. But you want to make, if you're doing a post on Facebook, you want to say, don't forget to, go to my website. And once your client's been in there and she has an account with you, it automatically takes her to you because she's already signed in and she's one of your clients. So remember that it's you branding your website. Jafra cannot individually do that for 60,000 and in the future 100,000 people. We need that Jafra Cosmetics branding, but it's you personalizing your posts to get them to your site, right? And get them shopping from you. So just remember that as well.
So will current consultants automatically get one too when we change over to the new one, or only new people signing up get one?
Everyone has it now. They have to go in and fill it out if they've already been here. A new consultant, the difference is it's built right in the contract when she signs up. So the consultants now have had free websites since August.
Everybody?
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay.
You do still have to, because we're on the old system, it still requires you to put a credit card number in there as a holding place, because it is part of that coding in that page. But it doesn't, the billing has been turned off since August. So
they still have to go in and sign up?
Yes.
Now.
But that's for the next, 10 days or less. Yeah. And then once February starts, it'll be all incorporated into the sponsoring process.
It's my mantra, and it's amazing how many people don't do it.
Exactly.
I get it.
Why not?
But and again, that's kind of the fun thing, like Evelyn said. What if suddenly you had orders? How do you know? Like, what if? All it takes is one order. Hey, you know what? It could pay the light bill. What's the difference, right? So that's the key. Daryl Lee is asking another question in the chat box. Will there be a place on Consultant Connection to keep a client ordering list that we can print out and add orders to that would help with her tax recording? So anybody?
Are you talking about having a list of clients who have ordered during the year? If that's the case, that's already available to us in our account activity, and on the new system, it's under, I think it's under, I'm trying to picture it in my head, my account and then orders, I believe. And under orders, there's two sections. There's your orders and website orders. So you would have both of those you'd be able to print them off just like we do now. You should be able to pull each order up. And if they're ordering from your website, you're also getting emails. So I usually have a folder that for my email, I put all the orders in one folder so I don't have to search for them later.
Okay, great. So one other thing I just wanted to mention is, again, Internet Explorer will be your better platform. So just futuristically, Chrome tends to not be as stable as a platform. So I just always we brought that up on our last tour. We were noticing that with people even utilizing Jafrabiz to whatever, Beautiful, anything like that. You will see Internet Explorer is the more stable platform that we will continue to really encourage people to use. We tend to see too many problems on Chrome. So just an FYI. Even us from the corporate side, integrating all these new computers and things that we're doing, same thing. I have problems on Chrome. I do not on Internet Explorer. So just FYI, people, like I noticed tonight, people coming in, they were coming in on Chrome and had problems. Log out, go back in through Internet if you can and watch. It's definitely a more stable opportunity. So, all right, we're getting to our close. If there's any more questions, you might either raise your hand or type in. Brenda's asking about Firefox. I'm just telling you, Internet Explorer will always be the best platform to use. Okay, so just FYI. So from there, I don't know. And remember, we don't have a date when this is happening. Everybody's saying February 1st. We did not say that. It is the first week of February. You will know when the date happens, okay? So stay tuned. Get your team ready. Get some fun activities for recognition and experience going on. But we will absolutely let you know. So you're welcome, everyone. So any other questions for your trainers? Anything else that you have regarding Jafrabiz?
Evelyn, did you really?
Yeah, I have a question. I wasn't aware until now that the site will be shut down for a few days. Does that include our personal website as well?
Yeah.
Okay. Just
There
wanted to
is no
clarify.
business during those
Okay.
times. So it's
Okay.
go see the people. You
Thank
got
you.
it.
And I would just recommend that if you guys have a young team or even an older team, it doesn't matter, get on multiple of, even though they're all the same training, having them see them 3 times this week is not a bad idea.
Right.
So, you know, to see, and maybe there's different Q&A and different questions will pop up in each one. So it would be a great idea to get on them again this week and just have everyone that you can at all possible get on here. We will have this up to 300 cameras fixed before Wednesday. So you guys will be able to come on and won't be cut off again, even though that was an awesome problem to have, I have to say. So yeah, but other than that, I just would encourage you to get on there and go do the modules. They're so simple and you can do them it's on your anywhere, on your phone, on your tablet, on your computer. Watch them over and over so that when it launches, you're going to feel comfortable and be familiar with the pages.
You got it. All right. Next, we have Diane Goodrich.
Okay, question. So if the system is not changing over February 1st or February 2nd, can we place orders for February then?
Until you know the date it's clicking over, any day that it's not that date, you can do regular business. So once we say it's, and I don't know what it'll be, let's say it's February 3rd, then those are the days you know. Get ready for 3, 4, 5 days that we will not have any order placing anywhere, from your clients to us to Jafra. There's nothing, no activity. We have to be completely shut down to put every single thing in place. Okay, so
I mean,
great question.
Yeah, well, I mean, we might as well put a blast out there. You know, place your orders February 1st if we have an inclination that we can do that. Give some incentive and just say, you know, we're making a changeover. Get your order in now or something.
Jafra will communicate. You got it, Diana. It's absolutely right. You'll know. You'll be able to do Valentine's sales. It's a matter of, again, if you know, and we'll communicate. You've got the books already, right? So we've got the opportunity where we'll get people prepared. That's why we want to do this, to help you get your mindset ready, right? How do we keep life going and everything moving? It's not like, oh, Jafra shut down, so did I. Now I have 5 days. That's not what this is. It's called transformation. Go make one. Go meet some people, right? Have some fun. So you're absolutely right. It's be prepared. You know, with your February, I mean, I don't know what date. I'm not too sure it would be the first day of February, because we probably got to capture all the January content and information and then start the mitigation. So I don't know. Jafra will let us know. That's what they're platforming and testing right now as we speak. So great comment. So LaDonna, do you still have a question?
Okay. Can you hear me now?
Yeah, go for it.
Okay. Yeah, I just typed it in for you on chat, but my question is, when we have an online client try to order and it happens to be the day we're down or the 2 days or whatever, what kind of message are they going to get so that they know that the system is temporarily unavailable?
Yeah, I thought I saw it somewhere. It basically says that, something about this is what we're doing. We're so excited for the future. And it does say, please check back, blah, 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 blah. So It will be there. It's a good question. I'll see if they've got any scripting ready so we can bring that, as an answer to you. I don't have it literal, but Jeffra's, I'm sure everything's all set up to go. Because again, same thing. You don't want to have this viral oh my gosh, my consultant's out of business. Oh my gosh, Jafra's out of business. So I am sure, just like if you've been to any website over the holidays, this happened a lot because I shopped all online. You would have that. Oh, we have our temporarily repairing our website right now. Please check back at another time. So ours will be a little bit more detailed because it's about a really cool transformation. So it'll be exciting. So
Okay, all right,
but it's
great.
good. If I can get any actual look of it, I'll let you know. If not, just know it's going to be a great message.
Okay,
So
thanks.
good question. Good thinking. All right.
Debbie Yingling, did you have a question? Because you unmuted yourself.
Yeah, I don't see how I can write in. From Patriot Nation here, thank you. I'd like to know, sorry, Jackie. Laurie said something about, could you review again, putting the brochure on the Amber region, since the brochure is already there in an email form, is there a way that it can be copied and put someplace so that we can access it on Facebook or someplace?
I put it up every single month. I have for the last 4 years since April of 2000.
Well, some of us are a little slow to catch on.
I'm just teasing you. So it's Jafra events, information and training. I always post it. And Debbie, I'm going to mute you for a second because it's really loud. But I always post it under the photos tab, and then under photos tab, it'll say albums. And each brochure, the action, when spring summer comes out, I'll post that. The monthly brochures, all of that are posted in albums as photos, so you guys can save certain pages or the whole thing and share them by text or email or whatnot. And this month, I normally do not post the PDF because they're available for us online, but this month I will post the PDF as well because we won't have access to the brochure from Jafra necessarily if it's closed down. So I'll make sure that as soon as I get it, I'll post it on the 1st. And then if you're a leader, you're going to get it earlier than the 1st. So that's my promise that I always do. As long as Jafra keeps sending them, I will keep doing that for you guys to give you options.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Okay. Anyone else? Last chance. And we're going to just close with a little Miami movement here. So anyone else?
Yes. Are the rest of the reports going to look the same?
I've not yet seen reports. I'm doubtful it will be the same.
There's modules that, Lucy and Evelyn showed us some of what they look like.
Okay.
Right.
Information actually is more detailed and more split up in things that make sense. I was actually really excited to see the way they have reports laid out. So it's cool. And if you go back and look, the latest one that Lucy and Evelyn did, Evelyn?
No, Lucy and Laura.
Laura. Whoever it was, I think, anyway, they did it on Rosita. It was Lucy and Rosita. I'm like, who was it? It was not Evelyn. Lucy and Rosita did it. It's on Beautiful on the on-demand, live webinars on demand. So go back and watch that one as they showed some of that stuff there.
Yeah, it's really
Is
nice.
that the one they just did last Friday, or the one the beginning of the month wasn't that one?
No, I think it was the latest one.
It was the 19th.
Yeah, or
right?
While we were gone?
No, it was before we were gone.
Oh, in December you're going back to.
I think so, yeah. And it was not on there, and then I
check January 12th.
Yeah, January 12th.
I was going to say January 12th.
Around then.
Thank you.
Yeah, it was a really good one. I love the movie.
Yeah,
I haven't seen one yet.
This is the tax preparer speaking, and everybody should be going. You need to have your paid wholesale on your tax return. So the best way to get it is during January, because it will have all 12 calendar months, and you go into your personal report and you find your paid wholesale, and it will show all the pluses and the minuses. You need to know all of that to give to your tax preparer.
So Bobby, if you would go on to the Amber region and just put a Jafrabiz reports, online reports, you know what I mean, like a step-by-step walkthrough, then that would be great. Thank you.
Awesome.
You're welcome. I've been working like 12 hours a day on tax returns already.
So just add that to your list. It'd be great.
Oh, sure. It's in my head.
You still have 4 months.
Right.
So,
All year round.
Right, exactly. So Brenda did have one more question, and that was, will the month at a glance be available? Of course, it's always available. We'll have your meetings ready to go for February. Everything will be there as normal to get you ready. That's why I sort of see we may have day 1 or 2 of the month. We've got to get everything ready for you. But you will see everything's always in beautiful. Nothing has changed in that. Your reports, same thing. They're all going to be there, but they're going to have a much better, easier to navigate, intuitive approach to everything. Just, oh my gosh, life is just getting easier. I love that easy button, but ours is easier versus easy and simpler. So you're gonna get to have fun with this. That's the best part. So, but doing the modules do help. I missed that one webinar, so I'm excited for that. So grab those things. Make sure you set some time apart for yourself as well, and do things like this with your team. You know, absolutely have a little Zoom gathering if you need to. So it's absolutely there for you. All right, we're gonna say farewell to our trainers. Before we go, last chance. Anyone else with a hand up or a typed in chat box?
Chat box is not taking information.
They were absolutely awesome. So I just wanna say thank you so much to Lori Alley and to Evelyn Abernathy. Woo! So thank you. You were rock stars. They kicked us off just amazing. And so we appreciate that. And thank you for all the great input. Thank you for filling the house. Oh my gosh, we had 100 cameras gone in about 10 minutes flat. So we apologize for the hiccup. We always will find a way to fix it. So don't worry, stay tuned again. Like Lori said, please feel free to join us back. I am going to close. We've got about 15 minutes max here. So all I want to do is come back because I know I see we've got some